Hello, my wonderful audience. This is John Sticker. Today we are playing FNAF Retro. And, of course, new game. But first things first, let's go ahead and check out those settings. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, there we go. That was not a part of the settings, mind you. It's just that, for some reason, this game made me just made me have to flip through the screen. Also, in case you're wondering why I didn't upload in 3 days, it's because I record this game called Ira, only for my recording to be so terrible because
just thought I'd leave a message for you that will hopefully help you during your shift. Now on your desk there will be a computer in front of you. There should be a button on it. If you go ahead and press it, it should turn on. Once the computer's on, you should be able to see a view of the dining room. There are multiple cameras in the location, so to change the camera you can use the scroll wheel on the mouse. Or you can just drag the slider to change the camera. Now, you can't see the whole building. For example, you can't see the stage where the animatronics are. Oh, yeah, we have some old animatronics in the building. You shouldn't have to worry about them. We have gotten reports from previous night guards that they've seen them walking around at night. So as long as they don't enter your office, you should be fine. If you hear the door to your office open, just turn off the computer and they should leave. That's about it. Good night.
as I was saying, so I was playing the game Ira, and not only was the game just extremely buggy on my, when I was playing it, with it just constantly freezing up. But there was also the fact that on my recording, it was even worse. With it, I kid you not, stopping for 5 seconds with nothing going on. So, I had to just lose all my video. I posted like around 2 hours worth of content. So knowing that all would get thrown away just like that, yeah, it really sucked. There was nothing I could do about it. And after that, my mom decided to enforce a new rule of, hey, you know what, Diamond? No technology. And I mean, it was supposed to happen, not yesterday, but it was supposed to happen on the day when I was recording the iReveal, video, but upon saying it, she was like, you know what? You can go ahead and record the video. So that went to waste. And then the next day, couldn't do it, like I said earlier. So here we are. Lost in the sea of torment, playing this game, which I mean seems pretty spiffy. You can't turn left to right. I mean that your camera's your only way to see things. Is the door behind you? No. Or is it in front of you? Okay, well I guess not in front of me, or else I would have seen them. But you get what I'm saying. Basically, who knows where they're coming in from, and who knows how many doors there are. It could just genuinely be one way in, one way out. Or, there could be another way that's far away from me. Or far away in terms of this slider. And I would never know until someone came into my office. Not through the camera that Bonnie came from. Instead from a camera far away. Oof. Yeah, that'd be pretty screwed then, huh? I mean, at least for the first death, there'd be nothing to do there. But for my other ones, it'll be smooth sailing. I mean, the less you give me, the easier it'll be, no matter what you do. I mean, look at UCN. Sure. Sure, the characters might be easier to deal with, come out faster, but ultimately there's so many of them to where, and so many mechanics to where it's just a lot more harder to deal with them. Just like that, we made it to the next night. Interesting way to do it there. Use the alarm when she's nearest. Okay. Well, as long as there's only one doorway, which I assume that she'll rush in through. That should mean that I have
Hi.
to pay
I got your email
attention
saying the bunny tried to get in the
to
office.
Cam 7?
Well, I honestly didn't think they'd move. I thought to myself, if the bunny can move, chances are the others can as well. So, I did some digging and found an old report that says the alarm can deter the chicken animatronic. So if you see an animatronic that isn't the
Like
bunny in
that?
Cam 8, you might want to press that button on the top left of your
Okay,
screen.
never mind.
Well, good luck.
So you also go to Cam 3. Interesting. So, small issue I'm seeing. Of course, this will probably get fixed once we find out. Oh yeah, Freddy once again does his whole, hey, watch me at all times thing. But at the current moment, what's stopping me from just going to Cam 8? Heck, I mean, besides Chica, currently, Bonnie makes a sound. Chica, on the other hand, goes to Cam 8. And like I already said, Bonnie too. There's no difficulty so far. Well, of course, I assume that'll all change. After all, those games usually aren't easy on me. Because of the fact that my luck is being used on hopefully something else better. Like my viewers. You know. One day, I shall have a video on this niche subject. And it'll bloom farther than anything else. But for right now, we just kinda gotta wait. So why do you think Bonnie's so scared of the... Not scared, but how do you think he's this blind? Like, okay, well, can you really call... No, because there's still light coming out of this room. It's not like it's completely dark. So, how is he just completely avoiding me? I mean, maybe he just wants a challenge, I guess, but that's a whole of a lot worse, you know? I think about it. Besides, you know, death. I think another thing that sort of scares me is the idea that the people that are after me can easily get me at any point in time. Like, on one hand, it makes me feel like as if, well, what's the point? I might as well not care anymore, because if they can, then there's no real fear in it. No matter what I do, as long as I'm entertaining enough, then there's a chance that they'll let me live, right? But on the other hand, jeez, that means that's all pointless, because eventually they will get tired of me. And eventually, I will die. And there won't be anything I can do about it, since everything else was by their design. So, yeah, I personally consider it far more terrifying than other things. It's also been interesting that you can't really see the cameras. And why do you go to cam 1, cam 2, cam 4, then... Then cam, what camera is this? Cam 8? Okay. Like I thought. Bonnie, meanwhile, he goes from cam 3 to cam 4 to cam 5 to cam 8. So 3 camera movements before they, 3 camera movements, and then they make it to my office. Got it. Yeah, the fox. Watch the code. Use the alarm when needed. Okay. So now I have to, if I'm laying all down here.
Hello again.
Okay. Every once in a while, I'll check here.
Animatronics. One of the old night guards said that the Fox animatronic on camera 6 ran out of his cove into his office and tried to attack him. If that's true, I'd recommend you watch cam 6. And if it starts to creep out the cove, use the alarm. But hey, if I were you, I'd quit. I wouldn't want to risk getting hurt for some dumb job.
Oh wait, doesn't he also go to cam 7? Oh yeah, you're right. So no, Chica's 3 movements, Bonnie's 4. Maybe she's faster than I think she is. Maybe. But, I mean, it does make sense for Bonnie to take longer, since well, he completely stops you from dealing with anyone else. Since there is no sense. It's just a simple, when Bonnie's there, stop whatever you were doing. Judging from his footsteps, I'd guess that he immediately will kill you if you turn it on. Though, there's also a chance he could kill you if you move, which is why I just stop talking, stop moving. Oh, and also it's just this, the far cooler thing. I mean, okay, I guess if you want to call that cool, then sure. What do you mean if I want to call that cool? It is cool. Like, just a sudden deadpan silence makes your blood run, makes you think, is he truly gonna survive? It was also a subtle thing I learned from my mother. Like, hey, sometimes it's best to just be quiet and let the game do what it's supposed to do. Build suspense, tension, fear, and eventually, boom! And then you can talk again. And at that point, the scare's already over. And then you're there to reassure them all. Or, to give out your own reaction to the scare. I'd say that he takes about 3 to maybe 2 seconds if I'm moving that fast. Which is pretty good. I mean, on my side at least, I'd say it's slower than I'm used to, but it makes sense. His gimmick isn't to actually kill you. It's more so just to scare you and stop you from doing whatever the heck you were doing. Heck, if anything, the main way that he's supposed to kill you is from you being more so scared of someone else and ignoring him despite the obvious warning, which can most certainly happen. Or maybe it'll just set you up for someone else. Like, look at that. I'm pretty sure Foxy wasn't even on his first stage, and yet the second Bonnie that came in, he managed to get to 2 stages, which does make sense with how fast, no, not fast, with how slow he usually is. Like, look at that. He's slow, and then when he comes out of his thing, thinking that you left, boom, he jumps out, moves as fast as possible, all to get you, and all for it to miserably fail. So I do think that this, I'm gonna hold my breath until the end of this before I say something like, man, this game sure is easy. I will be honest. The biggest scare here so far is the first time Bonnie comes in, and every single time 6 a.m. hits. Because, there's no timer. I genuinely have no idea when it'll happen. Is that the bear? Is that a door? Is that to there? No, it can't be. He's coming. Okay, great. Thanks, game. That's such a good, helpful tip. I know you want to build some suspense, but come on. That doesn't really do much.
This, it means you're
Yeah,
back
that's
for
your
another night.
Oh, there he
You
is.
shouldn't have come back here again. I've got a feeling things are gonna get really bad.
I'd say that about every other night. Oh, it's okay. Fuck me, huh? Are you sure this is Freddy? I mean, considering the fact that I guess he's not Freddy. I mean, Freddy always is the, hey, just keep on watching him in cameras. So the fact that that guy moves anyway tells me enough about who he is. Maybe it really was just a difficulty increase, but really? Just a difficulty increase. I mean, I'm not complaining per se, since, I mean, you did hear my words last time. It's just, I don't know, I'm used to oh, but maybe they'll do the whole, oh yeah, Freddy's actually big bad, so it'll only come out on the final night. The main threat, the big bad. Also, Thinking more so about the FNAF game, I would have made it in a different world, aka my June FNAF game. That wouldn't be just the main guys. And I was thinking, well, who would be the main dude? Since he's supposed to be the main threat, you know, the big bad. Sure, there might be another guy, but he's definitely not as big of a threat. And he definitely will not be your biggest issue. And I realized, well, what could strike as big of a fear as bears? And that could also be something that could get killed. And boom, just like that, I realized a crow. And not just one crow, tons of crows. I mean, if this is fast for entertainment, it wouldn't be too surprising for them to start killing birds if they just got on their roof. So, why not capitalize off of that and make it to where all those birds, ravens, those are the other dead animals, because, you know, why not, have ended up getting put inside that one bot, since also ravens are pretty smart. So it also makes sense for it to be the main thing, the main show, the main attraction. And the main reason why it's been waiting for those 5 nights to kill you is because it's been trying to learn from you on your tactics, learn how to kill you best, because ravens are known for, or crows are known for remembering things. And then, I just think it'd be pretty cool. You could even have it like bringing in more crows to maybe try to block your vision, get in your way, before ultimately you survive. And it goes back to its dormant state. After all, as I like to say, there's no point in ending the game off with you dying, unless if A, there's a different ending where you do survive that's canon, or B, the plot moves forward. So, like for instance, take a game where you make it to the end, only for your character to die, and for everything your character did to have just been for nothing. Or no, not even for everything they did to be for nothing, because that can still work. No, what I actually mean is whenever your character dies, but nothing changed. The bad guys are still winning. You didn't take anything from them. At most you got a bit more lore, but, well, nothing changed inside of the actual story. Just new info, but nobody else will ever know about it. Meanwhile, sacrifice endings do work because, what was a sacrifice? You either saved someone that will affect the future, or, you know, you end up sacrificing yourself to stop the big bad. You're still changing things. And I'm even fine with it just being other characters. As long as your character affected that in some way, then... fuck me. Okay. Well... get off my door, you bloody... oh, is someone else here? Get away! Oh yeah, I do have to give them some, you know, compliments, because, I mean, the character seems pretty easy to understand. Despite the fact that, you know, it's the first time I've seen them, and I'm still able to get their patterns down. First time seeing them, they didn't give me any instructions. However, just using common sense, I was still able to figure out that, hey, gets to my door, use the only 2 things I'm able to do, and do the warning thing. And then for the other thing, it's like, well, if doing this causes him to run away, then clearly my other thing must, you know, or clearly my other choice of work must, you know, do something. Interesting. They also appear in different cameras. Move. Back. Have you been moving other cameras this entire time? Just, have you been moving too fast for me to know that you actually walk around the place? Hold on. I think it's, no, Cam 4. Alright, so it's Cam 4 and Cam 8. Alright, I think I got this. Back! Like I said, you demonic demon. Okay, I can't think of any other insults. No. You don't think I'm supposed to flash him there too, do you? I don't think you usually have enough for that. Sure enough, I don't think I'd have enough either. Okay. Well, this is pretty easy. Save your tongue until you make it through. Huh? Okay, I guess he just took his sweet ass time. Get out! Bye bye! Oh, okay. I can't do anything there, so I guess that was a scripted thing. Cool. Completely useless. I mean, we don't... I'll read up on that and I'll tell you my thoughts on the game. Alright, see you soon. Okay, well, before we go there, is this where, no? I should want to start new game. What does New Game Plus do for me? You know, usually games are like, hey, if you do New Game Plus, then you'll get this or that. You know what, I guess I'll go there, but first, okay. So then you can also be active during that. You know, sure, let's go to New Game Plus. I'll see if it does anything. If it doesn't, then... it's okay. Maybe we'll get some new lore. I mean, if you ask me, lore is like second to... Nothing new in terms of lore. I'm guessing Foxy's here too, though. If Chica's here, then it only makes sense, right? Not necessarily. Could just be those two, and then next night they'll release those two, and then it'll just be those guys again, and we'll get someone new, right? I guess. This better be worth it. I mean, it's hard mode, then just add hard mode as a already put in feature. There's no reason for it to be something you unlock afterwards, unless if it's like a one-nighter thing, and then, well, it's just pointless. Oh, hi, Bonnie. Hey, Diamond, shouldn't you, know? If there's nothing here, then I'm just not gonna record this part. I'm gonna take it out. There's no point in this if there's nothing there. And even if there is something here, I'm probably not gonna keep this recording in since, well, there's nothing here for these nights. I just thought about it. That says a lot when you have a hard mode, huh? I mean... Doesn't hard mode in and of itself? Doesn't hard mode in and of itself practically say, hey, my game is easy. So we added hard mode just in case if you know, thought it was too easy and you actually want something that would be a bit of a challenge. Jeez, when you talk like that, it makes it sound like as if you're ungrateful. I am. Sue me. I can hate on games if I don't like it. You know, like people watch to see different people's opinions. I mean, as long as the opinion's understandable and actually has some good points, then I think any opinion's valid. Like, sure, a lot of people might not like Secret of the Mimic, and sure, I don't agree with it, but I mean, as long as the points are valid, then sure. I mean, what counts as a valid opinion? Like what? Saying that I don't like the game because it just wasn't my cup of tea? I feel like as long as you know that, hey, this isn't my taste, then yeah, what's it care? You already knew that this wasn't going to be up to your taste, but you knew that other people would like it. And if you know that, then, well, I feel like the fall's forgiven. Because then you know that, well, it's just, you aren't used to this yet. Why are you even talking right now? Aren't you gonna get rid of this? I mean, maybe. Who knows? Maybe I'll just forget. It won't be the first time. It won't be the second time that OBS takes something away, so might as well have something to prove and show for it, right? Yes, so can you really blame OBS, or is it just more so you thinking you pressed the button only for you not to have pressed it? I count it on both. Okay. I guess I then go to here. Final night. Why is Final Night not Golden Freddy? Maybe he's just not important. Okay, then why mention him? Sure enough. It's better be night 2. Okay. Well, that was fun. Alright, so I beat night 1, but apparently I had to go inside the continue, then scroll all the way to that night 1. I think. I'm not too sure, but just know that I'm replaying night 1 plus because pressing new game plus did not count. Anyway, I'll be honest, it's a bit disappointing. Like, I mean, I know I shouldn't have expected much, but come on, when you say new game plus, that makes people think that there's gonna be something different. And sure, sure, Chica's now inside of night 1, but come on, does that really change much? Heck, that's just night 2, but earlier. It's just a waste. Like, look, when I heard, oh yeah, new game plus, I thought, okay, so they're gonna change things up. Like, for instance, I thought, well, maybe they'll all get a buff version. So, for instance, Bonnie, instead of it being like, oh yeah, you hear the knock, and then you turn off your computer, I thought either A, they'll they'll stop the noise from when he actually enters, and you have to just keep on checking this camera for him, or B, they'd get rid of the whole sounds for when he's for while he's in there and when he leaves, so that way it'd be more so of a, hey, pay attention, that way he doesn't get inside your office. But No, he's just the same old. Either one of those things would like changed everything, made it a lot more interesting, but instead we're here with nights 1 and 2, and including new game plus night 1 being just a simple wait on this camera. No, not even that. Actually, the night 1 you can just not even be on your camera. Night 2, a new game plus 1 is just stay on this camera. Okay. And then later on, because of how slow Foxy is, you just occasionally check here and move back here, and then that's it. Really, just kind of expected more. And I'm just disappointed. And I just kind of feel like as if, wow, you really just could have not added this and not much would have changed. But I'm still gonna keep my hopes up for, you know, a new character being added. Because if it's just Freddy, then I'm not gonna really care. But if you give me something more, then heck yeah. Like, I don't know, go on Freddy since you mentioned him earlier. I almost turned on my PC. Just because I saw Chica there. Wow. Well, they almost got me there. Congratulations. Alright, moment of truth. What? Okay, sure. Alright, I'll see once something new happens. Something is different. Finally! Genuinely, I haven't actually enjoyed any of this. So I'm hoping that this will change things up and... What? Huh? Bonnie? Where? Oh. Who's that? Is that Freddy? Oh, fuck me, I guess it is. Don't forget to check here every once in a while. Oh, fuck me. Get off my damn screen, bitch. Cool, so then you just move that up by 1 digit. Cool. I mean, look, this doesn't change much. I mean... At least I had the foresight to make him slower. That way it wouldn't just be bullshit. But still, it's just... Chica, are you even here? I think so. I hope so. Come on, Diamond. Finding yourself to find a good thing. I mean, the compliment I can give this game is how much effort they put into it, and the fact that it's easy to tell what characters do and how to deal with them. However, I mean, kind of feels like a necessity if they aren't gonna tell you what a character does. Either that or give me a, you know, an explanation after I die. But, oh, actually that's not a bad idea. So the first time you just don't know at all how to deal with a character. Well, I better not die to this. Cool. Anyway, but like I was thinking, like maybe the first time you die to a character because you just don't know how to deal with them, and they're just abilities seem too complicated for that. But then after that, you're given tips. But by that point, you're already dead. off my thing. What? Okay, sure. Alright, I guess I'll deal with you first. Foxy, stay your ass there. Alright, I'm doing good. Make sure that he's actually gone. He is. Good. Oh, yeah, we made it. Trying to think the night was taking a bit too long, because not much was happening for me to... Or, not for me, but for the night to continue going. You know, as I like to say, if there's nothing going on, then you might as well just kick it off, because well, we've already dealt with everything. Nothing's new, nothing's changed. There's no point in this night going on any longer. I think you're just a big complainer. Okay, sure. Whatever makes the game better, I guess. Go die in a ditch. Jeez. Oh, crap, huh? Can't handle any complaints, I guess. Are you... Where are you, huh? Get it. If anything, I'll be honest, these guys kind of feel like rats. Like... I move around a lot, but ultimately, not enough for them to become actual threats. Just nuisances. You just gotta shoo off occasionally. Sika, are you actually active still? Alright, I guess that counts as being active. Sure, bud. Did you get them? I think I did. Cool. Wait, those... Okay, good. Back. Oh, hi, Freddy. Pleasant to see you now. Can you just wait a bit longer? I'll be honest, I'm surprised by the fact that I heard that. It was like their one... That was genuinely their one chance to get me. Their one chance at me with a jump scare. And they blew it. Man, that sucks for them. Oof, I feel bad for these guys. They're trying so hard. And it didn't work. Not even on their forced cutscene jump scare. At that point, it's just time to pack the bags and go. You tried your best. Your best just wasn't good enough. Now pick up your bags and leave. Hi, Bonnie. Cool. I mean, it's gotten to a point where I'm not even sure how big of a threat Foxy even is. Like, at first I thought, okay, yeah, so he's like one of my bigger threats, bigger issues. Not really. I mean, it makes sense for Freddy to, you know, not be as big of an issue. After all, he is inherently of himself a big issue with how fast he moves, but... Can you move? Okay. He's moving faster now. A bit too fast. I mean, the most I felt is, dear God. Okay, well, that's a bit too much. Am I actually gonna die here because of Chica just being a bit too slow and not, in fact, sinking her times, or not sinking, but, you know, being out of time for him, but, yeah, I made it again. Cool. Wait, so literally nothing changes? Oh, no, there is. Search for missing security. I'm sorry, what was discovered within walls for 3 days after vanished. Still there, maintenance channel discussed. Section of away. Okay, cool. Well, has your opinion changed? Not really. Still feel like as if it was all just a bit too easy, honestly. I can't even like go and see what their special thing might be like. Come on, you gotta at least show me what they look like, but nothing. You know what? This is about to say a lot, but fuck it. I'll try and try out max mode. Shit. Alright, yeah. Okay, no, so that's just genuinely impossible. At first I thought, okay, possible, but incredibly difficult, right? With how fast Freddy moved, but it wasn't Freddy who got me. Or no, it wasn't Bonnie who got me. It wasn't Foxy who got me. I mean, unless if that just told me a tip that had nothing to do with who killed me. But instead, Bonnie. And, I mean, not Bonnie, Chica. And if that's the case, then, well, it's just kind of impossible, because, I mean, maybe their kill timers are just a lot more bigger. Okay, but you saw how fast Chica killed me. Maybe Freddy's kill timer is just bigger. Okay, but you saw how far Foxy moved too. So what you're saying is that there might just have genuinely been no way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, hey, maybe it was, but yeah. This game just still hasn't sold me, not even with it killing me there. It's just, yeah, could have been better. See, a lot of potential in this game. It just, unfortunately, didn't make it. From characters just not being threatening enough to the fact that you just didn't really get to see them. Like, by the gods, I only saw them on the cameras. That's not gonna really scare me much when my only encounter with them is the cameras. You're fucking with me. And, you know, the other cases, Freddy laughing would show him better on the camera, but still, it's just not scary. And I mean, maybe the whole forced cussing thing would have gotten other people, but I don't know, just all of it felt a bit bland. Like, not enough was done here. Okay, well, what would you have done? Well, first off, I would have, you know, added a door. Like, it did. Look, if you ask me, one of the best ways to show how intimidating a character is either through you looking at them face to face and them being just horrifying to look at. Like, that one cat from that one demo I played. I don't remember the name of it. Leave me alone. But from that game, I felt terrified at just how they looked. Every character just, it scared me a bit because of how, what's the word? Angry, I guess, they looked at me. Meanwhile, in this game, you don't really see it, and I think that's mostly in part because you don't see them face to face. Another way they could do it is just by making you close the door and then, or even like having to hold the door closed, but then banging and banging on it, and it keeps on shaking your mouse. You have to keep on recentering it before it actually shakes off, and then boom, they get you. And I think that would have made the game a lot more funner. Not only that, and of course I mean that for like mostly either Bonnie or Foxy. Like, I don't know. I just feel like as if a lot more could have been done. And I did already, I think, mention how Bonnie could be done if they didn't want to change that. Like for New Game Plus, just simply making it to where, well, you change their mechanics a bit. Bonnie being quieter, Chica maybe having to be dealt with earlier, and I mean, I guess Freddy's fine. He already did enough. But Foxy, I just feel like as if, yeah. Oh, I know. With Foxy, you just could make him appear in different cameras so you had to get him. So basically, a glorified Freddy again. Yeah, just making all the characters on the cameras doesn't really leave much to differentiate them all. Except another game did the same thing with all the characters on the cameras, and that game did pretty good. I mean, sure, a lot of the characters felt similar, but they were all okay. Not actually, no. I guess they all were actually different. I mean, there's Bonnie and Chica, who of course acted the same, cause you know that's one of the few characters that can be the same. Shocker, right? But then Freddy, sure, might have been closely the same, but he was still a lot more different. Instead of attacking you faster, having to wind up, and unlike the others where they would wait, he just immediately charged your office, making him a pretty fun encounter that would make you have to pay more attention than anyone else did. Meanwhile, Foxy had to occasionally go to his camera, taking away your focus on the other people, and since you have to hold down on it, you know, that would really matter a lot, especially with how fast you would go sometimes. And there's Mangle, who, while actually just the same as them, but still, however, just hang up on the top of the ceiling, making it, you know, still unique. Puppet, same thing as Foxy, just different a bit. Like, it felt a lot more different than it might have actually been. Bloomba, meanwhile, was just a distraction, but still a pretty good one. Anyway, I've talked a bit too long about my complaints, and I know that if they ever feel like it, they can always change this game to become better. So, without further ado, make sure to like, subscribe, and most important of all, smile. I'll be back in another video. Goodbye.